Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Phoenix Act and welcome. Okay, so we did some Alone in the Dark, we did some Dino Crisis, but I couldn't leave off the Halloween season without doing one of my my actual favorite horror franchise in video games, which is Fatal Frame / Project Zero. We're going to be playing Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, which is the fourth game in the series. So without any further ado, let's get into it. We'll start a new game. Let's just go with normal. Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Madoka, なんか思い出せた？
ずいぶん前のことだし。
私たち5人が映っていたのは確かにこの建物ね。
ねえ美咲、本当にここに来ればよかったのかな。写真の場所でも何も思い出せなかったし。もう帰ろう。
私の言う通りにしてればいいの。まどかもあんな風になりたいの？
そう、私たちを見てしまった。
次は私たちの番だ。神隠しにあった5人が順番に。やめてよ。
そういえばこの感じ。どこに連れて行くの？連れて行かないで。美咲。
So let's enter the prologue with Madoka Tsukimori. Sure, I pronounced that wrong, but whatever. Yep, basic. Yeah, just the basic instructions there. Let's examine what's here. Oh, the photos are too faded to make out. Well, I suppose they do look like they've been sitting here for a very long time. I think all of the Fatal Frame / Project Zero, well, all of the Fatal Frame / Project Zero games are actually set in the past. I'm willing to bet Misaki went upstairs, but let's go this way first. Are set in the past relative to when they were made, because I'm thinking this game is actually set in like the 80s or something like that. Although, and it's locked. Oh well. Although I am. Yeah. Oh, there. Oh no, there she is. Well, hey. But of course, obviously, because this all takes place in a fictional location, I suppose. Yeah. Running backwards just does a 180 spin, because of course that's the most intuitive way to do it. Is this door open? Nope. So yeah, this is set on a fictional island. So what area this actually takes in a obviously in a place that's been long abandoned. So what area this actually takes place in isn't actually important, outside of the fact that they don't have mobile phones or anything like that. Well, I suppose it must be Misaki's because. Yep, flashlight.
Misaki? Misaki?
Well, that was a rather ominous bang on that door. But anyway, let's catch up with our friend. But yeah, outside of the fact that they don't have cell phones or mobile phones, I don't think the era particularly matters very much in these games. I know that the first game took place in the 80s at the very
こ
least.
こに鍵があるかも。
And by extension, the second and third games must have second floor nurses station. Is it? Can I go this way? Nope. So we're going back the other way. Yeah. This game's also pretty this game came out earlier this year and it's actually pretty special. The release, well, I say pretty special. It was actually a kind of a big deal for anyone who's been keeping up with the games because this game was originally a Wii game, but it didn't come west originally because I think 4 and 5 originally only came out on Nintendo consoles, with this one being on the Wii, and then a nurse in this rundown, dilapidated place. Is there anything under the stairs yet? I don't think there is because it's still only the prologue, so no. But yeah, 4 and 5 were originally Nintendo exclusives, with 4 coming out on the Wii and 5 coming out on the Wii U. And this one didn't come westward originally because it had bugs that neither Nintendo nor Koei Tecmo were willing to take the responsibility to fix, so they just didn't bother porting it to the west. But thankfully some Ooh, okay, well, we'll keep that in mind. But thankfully, even though I think Nintendo still owns a stake in this game somehow, some sort of deal's been worked out for them to port to other consoles and platforms. What's over here? Nothing I can look at, okay. So, yeah. By the way, I've obviously finished this game already, but I'm just exploring around for the sake of it, because I don't think I've played it in I haven't played it in a couple of months, no. So I am goofing around a bit, but yeah. So anyway, I'm glad that something was worked out for them to made it worth bringing westwards anyway. I don't have my camera yet. Big old gate down there. Oh. Well, that was a disturbing expression on her face, wasn't it? Anyway, this is, assume, the nurse's office, or nurse's station, or whatever it was called. Hardly makes for an office, but anyway, I suppose we need to find the key in here to the room that our friend went into. Although, yeah, it's telling you that their flashlight can highlight, objects in the room that you can interact with. And there's only one object, okay? One wonders how Misaki... Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's this. I've put the key to the museum on top of my desk. There are a lot of irreplaceable objects in the museum, so please take care to keep the door locked at all times. A museum inside of a hospital, well... That strikes me as unusual at the very least. So it's on top of one of the desks in here. What's this? Nurses unit. A display. Okay. I don't... Our hospital has some unusual setups, but it is an unusual hospital, so... There we go. One does wonder how... yeah, it's just telling you how to access the menus and stuff, so... There we go. How Misaki got in there without the key if it's locked. I mean, she couldn't have locked it behind her either if she doesn't have the key, so... Anyway, let's head back, see if we can catch up to her. Wow, that is actually quite a disturbing sound when you're wearing headphones. Didn't bother me too much when I was just playing with the regular speakers, but yeah, it's not even that it's grating on the ears, it's just genuinely kind of disturbing. Let's get out of here. Well, okay, let's ignore that and just leave. Let's go. Oh, thank goodness.
思い出せない。思い出したくない。早くここから出ないと。美咲を探さないと。
I mean, judging by what happened to your other friends, I think you won't be safe even if you get out of here, because that's the whole reason we came here. Is because, you know, people have died and the connecting thread between the victims is this place and events that happened in the past. So, I mean, I know it's not pleasant, but sometimes, you know, it's that old adage of needing to face your fears. So anyway, let's see if we can catch up to Misaki, even though, you know, she's had a good few minutes to wander off and go somewhere else now, but we'll see. Whoop. Make our way back to the museum, which is just down this hallway. Ooh, I like that blue tint of the light coming through the window. I mean, obviously I didn't play the original Wii version because it never came westwards, but I think even though they used blue as the primary color here, I think it was actually yellow in the original. I actually like the blue more, so. Yeah, I think that would kind of be my reaction too, if I'm honest. Yeah, I was giving Madoka a reaction, this talk about facing her fears, but it wouldn't be so difficult if it was actually, you know, it wouldn't be so easy if it was actually me in her place, you know? I think just being in a place like this would creep me out.
Misaki?
Ooh, doesn't look like she's here. Is she already moved on? But yeah, you see the little blue meter in the corner, that's actually just a collection of old books. And there's one of the connecting threads through the series. This dude, Kunihiko Asao, is mentioned in just about all the games for a very good reason. Well, it has been a while. So of course, they've gotten damped and ruined. And then, anything else? Well, there's something here, over here. Oh, yeah. Game. Yep. Oh, his notebook. Those with spiritual potential can see shadows, forms invisible to the average person, the souls of the dead, vestiges of thoughts left behind in a place. My camera obscura was created to capture these clues to the spirit world, and I now have a chance to improve its capabilities even further. In the course of my research here, I have discovered that the materials used in mask making on Rougetsu Island can improve the camera obscura's ability to capture those shadowy forms on film. I have also come to believe that the camera obscura holds a power greater than even I had expected. This is the power of the camera obscura. to affect these shadows when photographing them. It is something like the exorcism that those with spiritual potential refer to. It is my experiments on this island that have brought me to this bold conviction. I have decided to donate a camera obscura to the owner of the hotel. I did not explain why I was donating it, but I cannot help but feel there will become a day when this island will need the power of the camera obscura. I only hope that I am wrong, and such a day will never come. Blessed with some foresight, our Dr. Asao. But yes, that's the reason why he's such a big deal across the series, is because he invents the camera obscura, which is the primary method we have of fighting back against all the ghosts. So let's... Something shook then, didn't it? We disturbed something.
これは
Ooh, that was a close one. Let's go then. Where are you? Yes. Yep, use the camera to exercise ghosts. Health, yeah. Right, so basic principle is, this is the most basic principle, is that you just wait for it to charge all the way up to get the most damage out of it. There are more mechanics that come into play later on. I suppose we do, yes, because we are clearly not cut out for this. I suppose we'll just have to go home and wait for the curse to catch up to us. Can we go in here? Should we? Is this where we go? No. Oh dear. Let's go then.
誰も覚えていないことは存在しないことになるのだろうか。私には小さい頃の記憶がない。私がいた島のこと、住んでいた家のこと、そして父のことも。私たちが神隠しにあった以前のことは何も思い出せない。一緒に見つかった4人もあの時のことは覚えていない。かすかに思い出せるのは一つの旋律。いつもここで途切れてしまう。音楽とともによみがえる記憶のかけら。この記憶はあれが老月と 友達が死んだ。マリエとトモエ、神隠しにあったうちの2人。まどかは美咲と島に行くと私に告げ、戻ってない。
あの島へは近寄らないで、ルカ。お母さん、知らない方がいいことがあるの。
でも私は確かめたい。あの時何があったのか、そして失った記憶の先に何があるのか。
Well, things didn't turn out too well for poor old Madoka, did they? But yes, now we play as the actual protagonist of this game, Ruka Minazuki, so who's come here in search of her friends, although she's clearly too late for Madoka. Yep, the photo mode. That's the actual photo mode of taking pictures of the characters, you know, like most games have now. Not the photo mode for taking out ghosts. I don't have the camera obscure. Yes, well, you've been here before, we know that much, but don't have the camera obscura yet. Also, you don't need to right, yeah, you use these to save. You don't need to actually click on them, you can just walk past them and it'll save, so that's nice, that's handy. But yeah, you remember this place because when we were playing as Madoka, we were on the other side of this fence here. Ooh. I don't remember Madoka leaving a note, but a dull pain has laid heavy in my heart ever since I laid eyes on Rougetsu Isle looming ahead of us. Why does the mere sight of the island make it so difficult for me to breathe when I don't remember anything about the time I spent there? Misaki could be right, there might be just be something here. When she suddenly told me she was going to Rougetsu Isle, I followed her out of concern. Misaki was so determined to come here it was frightening. She still won't tell me what this is all about. The island is getting closer now. Misaki is looking at it coldly, as though her gaze were the only thing pinning it to the horizon, the only thing keeping it from slipping away into the night. With Marie and Tomoe already gone, I couldn't bear to lose Misaki as well. Yeah, and there's the nurse's office just over there, you can see. But yeah, a little bit more to Madoka's character that we saw in the prologue section. Oh dear. Well, we already know Madoka suffered a horrible fate, so that, unless she somehow survived being surrounded by hostile spirits. A grandfather clock. Unusual design, phases of the moon in place of the numbers, but I suppose it's easy enough to tell what numbers are supposed to be where. There we have it. Yes, for some reason Madoka and Misaki came in through the rear entrance, and the door is still unlocked. That's good. I don't know how much time has actually passed since between the other two getting here and Ruka getting here, but I don't suppose there was anyone around to lock the door anyway. The Asao Museum. Oh. Alright, yes, gotta hold on. This mechanic does have some purpose to it that we'll find out slightly later on. There was once a great disaster on this island which almost destroyed it and caused Rougetsu to become feared as a place close to the underworld. However, it has recovered from that disaster and is no longer closed off from the people outside the Rougetsu Islands. As an outsider, I had anticipated resistance to my visitation. To my surprise, the chief welcomed me gladly to the island, seemingly in the hope that I would help introduce its native culture, such as the Kagura festival and traditional Rougetsu engravings and craftsmanship, to the outside world. I came to Rougetsu Isle to look for materials for my camera obscura because of the unique indigenous culture, the folklore of which is based upon the moon. In that folklore, the sun represents the outer form of things, and the moon represents the inner. The moon therefore represents memory, personality, and the soul. Believing that the soul is still connected to the underworld after the body dies, they say that the moon is a symbol of that world, as well as a gateway into it. They have a Kagura festival where the souls of the dead return to this world, and the most important element of that festival is the masks worn by the participants. The mask worn by the maiden during the Kagura is the point of contact between the living world and the world of the dead, the underworld, represented by the moon. A mask that connects to the underworld. There are many kinds of masks on this island, and I hope to greatly advance my paranormal research by investigating them all. Well, that's different from the note we picked up before. Oh. Well, there we go. You know, if only she'd kept hold of that camera, she might have been able to get out of that situation about being surrounded, but sadly was not to be. Note from Madoka 2. Ooh. Misaki and I are making our way towards Rougetsu Hall. The dizziness I felt on the way here has only got worse since we arrived on Rougetsu Isle. The air here is deathly still. It feels so hard to breathe. There's something about the smell of this place. I've had memories rekindled by certain smells and music before. Like when I heard the tune Ruka wrote. I remember things, but not clearly. Sensations of textures, bursts of pain. Vague things that can't be expressed in words, but this time is different. I feel a dark mass rising up inside my body. It's going to penetrate my head. We should have waited for Ruka. Ooh. And the locked door opened by itself. Fantastic. It's an interesting detail that, yeah, that was Madoka looking at us, but at the top of the screen indicates supernatural presence. It's an interesting detail. Well, I guess our friend is not our friend anymore, you know. But it's an interesting detail that Madoka thought that... Oh, it's locked. Ah, okay. Yeah, this is one of those things where it's locked by a spiritual force and we have to... Sorry, knock the microphone there. This is one of those things where it's locked by a spiritual force and we have to figure out how to undo that, which involves use of the camera obscura. So we take a spirit photograph and we find... Yes. This game has motion controls for the camera aiming, by the way, which I might switch off if they get too bothersome. Oh, well. Hey. Oh, okay, that didn't work out as I planned. you wait until the last moment when they attack you, you can get what sort of fatal frame if you hit them the last second before they make contact with you. But that's where are we? Oh, there we are. Somewhere around. You can see the spiritual presence on the doors as well. Sometimes that happens. That sometimes, sometimes when you get into a fight with a ghost, they won't let you leave until the ghost has been defeated. Come on. There we go. Got her. I didn't want to wait for the fatal frame chance then. It would have taken too long, I think. Sometimes, yes, it is. And we're right over here. We've backed up all this way. Anyway, where was the, was it these masks? No, it was these ones right by the door, I think. Was it? Nope. These ones? Oh, there's something there. Let's grab it. Yeah, blue spirit stones are used to power up the camera obscura. So, right. So we've got to find a place with some masks, which I think I actually know which one it is. Which place it is. So if we go this way, I think this might end up with me wandering around because I don't always remember everything in the games I play, so... Ooh, a pamphlet. The Rougetsu Kagura is by far the most important traditional festival on Rougetsu Isle. It is held only once every 10 years. The highlight of the festival is the Kagura itself, taking place in the temple of the Lunar Eclipse. A maiden known as the Vessel and 5 girls known as Organs perform a sacred dance. Why not use the Kagura as a chance to visit Rougetsu Isle and experience its rich history? Yay, that's the basic health item. There's something... There we go. Something on one of the sofas. Yes, you get different types of film. The most basic type of film is the weakest, but it's also infinite. Whereas other types of film are more powerful, but limited. Anything else? Let's looking around. Open? Nope. But yeah, I was saying, I think I keep interrupting myself with this one, but this is just the cupboard under the stairs. Can we go in there yet? I don't think there's anything in there, even if we can, but nope, still locked. Right, so it wasn't this way then. My bad, but we did pick up some items, so that's great, and I interrupted myself again. But yes, it's interesting that Madoka writes that they should have waited for Ruka, implying that, you know, she thinks that Ruka is the most capable of handling whatever's going on here. And it's like, in terms of what I already know of the story and stuff, it's kind of an interesting implication, I think. Is it this one? Nope. Can we go this way? Nope. Okay. So we're going back this way. We're going this way? Should be open? Yes. And these doors are still locked. Given how big they are and there's 2 of them, they must be important. But, unless I've completely messed this up and it's like, the masks were in the rooms, in the museum, but I don't think they were. I didn't see any. I don't remember seeing. And these are like non-hostile spirits that you can earn points for. Yep, specters. There you go. And you earn points getting them, and you can use the points to. Still can't make anything out on them. Okay. And you can use the points to, and that lantern's lit up, so let's use it. You can use the points to buy stuff. It's mostly extra stuff, though, I think. I'm not sure. So you don't really need to worry about it too much. But, you know, if you want to unlock the stuff in this game, that's how you do it. It's interesting because it kind of seems that this is the way Misaki and Madoka came in. They sort of came in the back way through the dining room, so... All the candles are lit. That's, I don't suppose the other two girls actually did that, did they? I mean... There's a kitchen behind the counter. Yes, I imagine there would be. That is how these setups typically tend to work. Huh? There we go. Oh, hi. Yeah, I might turn the motion controls off. You get more points the better the picture you take, basically, which generally means having this, the closer you can get the subject to the center of the camera. So, ooh, there's 2 items over here. Let's pick them up. Another note from her. I need to write something. Doesn't matter what. Got to keep writing or I'll disappear. If I stop writing, I lose it all. Got to keep writing. It's no good. I don't know. It's all over. It's getting closer. Melting. Mom, help me. Help. Stop it. Stop it, all of you. Stop shaking me. I'm a toy. Oh, dear. Ooh. No, nothing. Just a spooky noise. Ooh, I got the blast lens. Excellent. Yes, we can, that's the map button, sorry. There we go, camera obscura, lenses, and we equip the blast lens, which makes our shots more powerful. Yes, you can equip different lenses to make your different effects. In this case, it's the most basic effect of, you know, nurse who misplaced key. Well, there we go. She was just a spectre as well. Thankfully, we don't have to fight her for it. We shine our flashlight on this table. There we go. Where do you go? Somewhere we've already been. Oh, cupboard under the stairs. There we go. We were meant to go that place anyway. A plaque with something written on it underneath the key. Procedure for opening gate to second floor entrance hall gate. Oh, I said gate twice, sorry. Activate the switch on the panel in the storeroom under the entrance hall stairs. Ensure the numbers total up to 13. The gate must not be opened without permission from the nurse's station. Oh, there we go. And something else. I think this is... this might be a little bit of a controversial opinion, maybe, just a little. Because this is my battling for the first game with my favorite in the series, because I really like this one. I'm really glad they made the effort to get it over here. But isn't this it? Don't we have to take a picture of... No? I thought we had to take a picture of it, but apparently not. Yep. Nope. Oh, you tell me that didn't count. Come on. Really? Well, that's annoying. Anyway, we got the... Yeah. Another item which I will gladly take. And then we will head back towards the entrance hall and use the key we found. And then we'll head after that child. Seems like that boy probably in life was one of those who liked to... you know, I don't think we need to go back this way. I think it might be quicker to just follow the child. Just thinking on it, so maybe... maybe if I'm if I recall the layout of this place correctly. Maybe Madoka Misaki did come through the main entrance. After all, we shall see. We shall see. Just round this way. See if we can get through here. Yeah, it's opened. Dining hall. Yeah, I've put it on the Japanese language as well because I think, genuinely, I do tend to play games. That one better have counted. Excellent. Yes, it did. Good, good. Although it wasn't the best shot I could have taken. Nothing, no? Oh, yeah, there is something. There we go. It's an item. Ooh. The last Rougetsu survivor dies. This morning at 10 a.m., the last remaining survivor of the mass disappearance incident on Rougetsu Island died in hospital. The irreversible physical and mental trauma she sustained must have been identified as probable causes of death. Oh, well. Not exactly a pleasant way to go, but this is a horror game. But yeah, as I was saying, this is battling with the first game in the series to be my favorite game in the series, and the reason I say that was controversial is because generally most people agree. I think most of the fan base agrees that the second game is actually the best one, or is generally held up as the best one. And I can see where they're coming from with that. Faded poster. Anyway, we're back in the main hall, yes. I can see where they're coming from with that, but I don't. Oh, now he's laughing at us because he's behind the gate and we aren't. And we're not ghosts, so we can't just phase through solid metal bars. Little brat. But anyway, yeah. Most people consider the second game their best. I consider it between this game and the first one my favorite. So just for the general atmosphere, I can see why people consider the second game amongst the best or the best in the series, because what have we got? Investigation stalls. Rougetsu investigation stalls. 2 weeks into the investigation, there is still no sign of the missing Rougetsu Islanders. Investigators have expressed fears that the case will be closed on this mass disappearance incident due to a complete lack of leads to follow. I suppose the police aren't exactly equipped to investigate ghosts. Many bodies were found with their hands covering their faces, expressions redacted, leading investigators to suspect a connection between the appearance of these bodies and their cause of death. Well, naturally. While that cause has yet to be determined, the possibility of an outbreak of some infectious disease has apparently been ruled out. I'm imagining... Well, I didn't remember that happening. You ain't coming to life, are you, Mr. Like, a mummy would definitely be a new one for the series. I can tell you that. Just a pile of junk, yep. Yep, musty old furniture. Well, it was the closet under the stairs, you know. And we've got to make sure... Right, so the idea is to flick these switches on and off until the number on the side adds up to 13. Should be fairly simple. Oh, so that becomes a 7, and that's a 4. Let's have a look. Well, we want to keep it at 1. That's about the lowest it'll go, isn't it? That's a 0. That's a 3. What are you? There we go. That was completely by accident. I didn't even get around to actually starting to add the numbers up there. But hey ho, we got it. And the way is open. Let's go. Oop, that's the telephone. Why don't we answer that before we do anything else? you're gonna have to be more specific. I've taken a lot of stuff since I got on this island, so sorry about that. What exactly are we referring to? One of the medicines I picked up, or? Oh yes, okay. Hey. Still on Type 7 film, which is the cheapest, which is the infinite one that's quite weak. But yeah, the ghosts are pushing us in the direction we're meant to go. Is there something I'm missing? Is there an item? And I'm just... yeah, there it is. Good, good. I get nervous because I know what... yeah, redstone's for... blue stone to the camera itself, redstone to power up the lenses and stuff, so that's alright. That door's just been opened, so let's use it. I get nervous when I'm picking up the items though, because I know what's coming. I think if anyone's seen any of my Fatal Frame 5, that wasn't a great shot, but we got it. Greeting us, apparently. Okay. That one's not, well, she is hostile, but she's not able to damage us at the moment. But, ooh, something else. Ooh, something right there. But yeah, I know what's coming with this whole picking things up mechanic, and if you've seen my Project 05 videos, you probably do too. Don't look at face. If you look at the face, you lose it all. Can't see my face. Can't see my face. Just like the other two. I suppose that means poor Madoka suffered the same fate as Marie and Tomoe. The doorknob has rotted off. Almost missed that one because the wall was in the way. I was not quite in the right position. Door's locked. And if I could read kanji, I would know what that says. I think that was probably labeled after the flower on it, but I have been making an effort to try and learn Japanese recently, but I'm still not fantastic at it. So I swear there's an item here somewhere. Where? Ooh, was that the noise for revealing an item, or? Oh, there it is. I thought it was in a broken doorway. Sacred water that restores our health fully, which is nice. And we've got another item down here and another door that it's locked. Let's not kid ourselves. We're still only in the opening stages of this game. Ah, the alarm upgrade. Yeah. So let's go to this one, camera obscura, and equipment. Oh yeah, the alarm. Yeah, so there we go. It's I suppose that's why I wasn't getting the Fatal Frame stuff before, is that I didn't have the thing to tell me when I could. I thought it was just a default part of the camera, but apparently not. So anyway, let's go in here, see if we can find that little brat with the mask that we need. Well, isn't this a lovely place? Things yes, like I said, things taken from all around the building. I swear there's one of those. There's like a little, there we are. Yes, I probably missed some already, but there's a thing in this game about little dolls that have been hidden everywhere. And that are like little cursed dolls, and we're supposed to exercise them all. It's like this. These dolls in red kimono are called Hozuki dolls, and are a tradition of the Rougetsu Islands. Their origin is not known for certain, but they are said to have by some to have originated as dolls made by parents in memory of their deceased children. On some islands in the area, the dolls are said to be unlucky. but here on Rougetsu Island, they are placed in various different locations in order to ward off evil spirits. But in this game, it's basically this game's version of a collectible. These dolls have basically become... That's a leg sticking out. I hope that's a doll's leg. Have become cursed, basically, and we need to go around exorcising them. So, I think there's something... Yeah. April 6, rainy day. I found another thing to keep for myself today. It's a mask from the dinner hall. They always take me away when I'm not looking. They know I don't like it. I have to get the pieces back again. I put the mask I found today under the bed so no one can find it. No one will take it from me this time. If they do, I'll get them. Well, you can guess what that means for us. Oh, there's an item over here. Let's get that before we do anything else. Type 14 film. Should I... I think the item under the bed is the only thing left. I've probably missed some of those dolls already. I don't remember where they all are. Oh, hey, kid. Just getting all grudgy over here. No, seriously, that kid does remind me of the one from the Shuon. Come on then, kid. Let's have at it. I maybe could have waited for the fatal frame there. You can also see the meter building up in the corner, which is because the blast lens doesn't actually, I don't think it's charged up my basic shot. I think it's a specifically like a special attack where you can just yeah, when some of the ghosts have this thing called blooming, where their face distorts and they become more powerful. There we go, that's the fatal frame, you see. There we go, the camera frame goes all weird like that. That's when we get the fatal frame, which is basically a double power shot. There we go. And obviously getting a fatal frame will get you more points as well, but we don't really care about that at the moment on this playthrough. This isn't right. Someone took it. If I don't hurry, I'll start disappearing. Who did it? Give it back. Give it back. Give it back. Give it back. Disappearing. Give it back. I think that's actually thinking on it. I think that might have been written by the boy after he became a ghost. If he's talking about disappearing and stuff like that, it must have been after the curse had already gotten him. Right, so we just have to go and put this back. And... I'm watching you. Anyway, we got everything in this hall at the moment. Oh, goodness. Oh. Hey, miss. How are you? Oh, God. Fighting ghosts, that wasn't great, was it? She just phased into the wall, which meant I didn't really stand a chance. Yeah, but we don't really care for fatal frames and stuff in this playthrough, I don't think. I've got headphones on so I can listen out for her as well as watch out for her, but there we go. Which makes things slightly easier actually. This game, as well as being spookier, manages to be both spookier and easier with... Come on. There we go. But yeah, manages to be both spookier and just more user-friendly with headphones on, which I suppose is the, okay, come on, somewhere around here. When is she gonna, there we go. There we go, got you now, come on. There we go. Oof. Yeah, some of these can be quite... Oh, goodness gracious, is that the time? I think I'm going to have to wrap this up soon. But, yeah, some of the ghosts can be quite tricky, which I don't mind, as the environment in that case made it quite tricky, which is, you know, fine by me. But yeah, we have to go back to the dining hall, put this mask back in place, and then we can enter the room where we saw Madoka. But can we do anything for her? Well, you'll just have to find out next time. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Phoenix Act, and please